Rabbits across the country are breeding like, well, rabbits. The pest causes tens of millions of dollars damage to crops each year, and they're becoming increasingly harder to control. So governments and the CSIRO are coming up with new ways and viruses to get the numbers under control.
They're the nation's most expensive animal pest. Rabbits cost farmers around $200 million annually, and they pose a threat to more than 150 endangered species. And there's now one rabbit for every hectare of land in Australia.
They're coming back with a vengeance. A lot of that's due to the increased food availability.
Rabbits cost Goulburn mixed farmer Angus Gibson thousands of dollars each year.
If we get numbers increased to the level they were, then we're talking of tens of thousands. And on big properties, and I have friends out further in the west, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands potentially of rabbits, and can do enormous damage.
To protect wheat and canola crops, Angus Gibson spends up to $10,000 every year baiting, fumigating and ripping warrens.
In the establishment of crops, it can be quite a big problem to us. They do damage under buildings, and they create problems for machinery.
Rabbits are becoming increasingly resistant to the existing biological controls, myxomatosis and rabbit calicivirus.
It is an arms race. I mean, it's the rabbit versus the virus, and at the moment the rabbit is getting the upper hand.
The federal and state governments, CSIRO and agricultural industries are investing more than $10 million over the next 5 years, improving existing viruses and finding new agents. That's the biggest investment in 2 decades.
And they're sort of greater than we've had in some 10 years or so. And I think it really highlights that now is a time for vigilance.
People are a little bit lulled into a false sense of security, that they think numbers are actually not too bad, and yes, there's a few more, but it shouldn't be a problem. But we have to keep on this.
If the research succeeds, the financial benefit to agriculture is estimated at $1.4 billion over 15 years. Adrienne Francis, ABC News.